At 60 years old, I finally realized that less is more when it comes to my makeup routine. I have to have quick products. I also have to have products that don't make my face feel sticky, but I also can't have them making it look dull and dry. I'm sure you guys understand this. I know I'm not the only one seeing Jones Road beauty products all over social media right now. It sparked my interest and I decided to try a few things. Jones Road products are clean. This is their What the Foundation, and I am using Light Clair. This is a moisturizing foundation balm, and it's got light to medium coverage, but it's also buildable. A little bit goes a long way. I didn't even have a pea size. So this is how much I have on. You can put it on with your fingers or you can use a brush. This leaves my skin looking hydrated, glowy, with so little effort. I also must mention their Miracle Balm. It is a bestseller and it comes in different colors. This enhances your skin, gives it a little bit of a glow, a little bit of color for all of those days that you just want to look a little bit put together, but you really don't want to do anything. My code for Jones Road is DebandDanelle, and you will get a free mascara with every order. I shared a reel on this workout room a little bit ago, a couple hours ago on the feed. Thought I would show you close up of Deb's shelf that she made. So I wanted this home gym to match the rest of our style. I wanted to add collections and bring in some wood tones and not just have it workout equipment colors, because you know me. So I found, if you've been following along, you know this. I found some of these vintage looking pictures. They're not old pictures. Picture frames are antiques, but I just framed the pictures, and these are random picture frames that I found at an auction for just a few dollars. They are pretty damaged, but that doesn't bother me, especially in a place like this, like in the home gym. When we decided to turn our home decor room into a home gym, I knew one thing was for sure. I did not want it to feel like a typical gym. I wanted it to feel like the rest of our home. The plan was to bring in the same things I used throughout the rest of our home. Old picture frames, vintage photos, warm wood tones, and collected pieces that tell a story. I've been collecting antique wooden hand weights and exercise pins for several years and have been trying to figure out a way to display them. And during my research for vintage prints, I found these photos. Since Deb is always up for a project, she said she would create something similar in her workshop. On one of our strolls through an antique mall, we found vintage bed rails with the perfect warm tone and decided these would work for this room. Now all that's left is for Deb to work her magic and turn these old bed rails into something completely new. Sometimes my favorite pieces in our home start as something completely different, so stay tuned. I'm still gonna look for different things to put on this wall and to add. But these were the bed rails that was in that other reel that I posted. And this was Deb's design that she came up with. She added these because it just looked too plain without them. She called me out in the workshop and asked me, like, do you think I should put something there? And it just looked plain. So I love this. This was just some of the leftover wood from the shelves. She added, these are the notches that she added for my vintage dumbbells. I've collected those for several years. They're so expensive now. But I got these for like $2, $3, $4, $5. These are exercise pins. I don't know how you use them. Does any of Do any of these pictures show? No, none of them show how to use them, but they are exercise pins. These are, I don't know what those are, from a game, I think. And then this is a toy bowling pin game, I believe. Toy bowling pins. I found that in a box at the 127 yard sale last year. So these were in my home decor room. And these, I don't know where I got these, but these are wooden bowling pins as well. I was kind of scouring my home decor room today to try to figure out what else I could put in here. And I wanted a pretty element with all the wood. So I added this, which was from my home decor room again. This was from my home decor room. I found that at the 127 yard sales a couple years ago for, I think it was $5. That's an old lamp that I had. And then these are some old scales that I found in the hoarder house, the house on Winchester. So that's where I got that. And I thought it was just perfect for here. It's been in my home decor room it was in storage before that, but it's been stored away for years. I saw a question come in. I don't remember if it was on the feed on my reel or if it was in DMs, but I couldn't find it again. Someone asked what was on this side of the room, what the treadmills were looking at, and it's the television. And then out there is the finished part of the basement where the couch and that kind of stuff is. And then weights over here. So that's what that side looks like. And then if you remember, the furnace is in here. We had this wall built. I'll try to see if I can find the video, but I had this wall built. We had this wall built. Door put in here, and then this is our furnace room, and we have to organize this yet because we still have stuff in here that needs moved, but this is the furnace and all that. Check on Mrs. Elmer Jackson, see what she was doing 90 years ago today, June 16th, 1937. It was a Tuesday. Worked all day, and in the afternoon, I painted the kitchen chairs and stand pink. Elmer called McLaughlin to take in his hogs. That's it. That was a short one. Tomorrow's a long one with a lot of expenses. Expenses, bread, 22 cents, donuts, 6 cents, for a total of 28 cents.